Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo Katzenstein and I'm here again with you today at 58 Surf Shop Ericeira, this time to show you how I pack my surfboards for a travel. So, the worst feeling ever is getting to your destination, dream surf trip, and getting there with broken boards and then you can't surf. So I always take really good care of my surfboards while I travel. On my bag, as you can see, I always have cardboards like this lying around. Why? I will always put cardboards on my bottom board and my top board, which are the ones that are going to have more stressed impacts and everything. So I always will put a big cardboard on the bottom, then I will put a surfboard, the other surfboard, the last surfboard, and a big cardboard on top again. So that my deck from my last surfboard and my bottom from my first surfboard, they are safe from impacts. The next thing I do is I always have cardboards like this as well. This is already prepared to protect my nose of my surfboards, like this, and my tails. This always fits the nose and the tails of the surfboard. And so this way they will be prepared to take some impact, because it will always receive impact from the bag's carriers. How I do this, I always have here lying around some cardboards. I just fold it around and then I just put tape. The next thing I always take care is the covers of my surfboards. When I travel with covers, I have to make sure there's no wrinkles like this, because otherwise, if the boards go like this with a wrinkle, it will press on the bottom of this board and on the deck on the board below, and after hours and hours like this on the airplane, it will damage my deck from the board below and my bottom from this board. So I always make sure I have the covers all stretched, there's no wrinkles anywhere, and if there are wrinkles, I will put them on the pad of my surfboards. I always use pads, and so if I put all the wrinkles on my surfboard pads, it's alright, it won't damage the board. My big concern when I'm traveling, preparing my bag, is not so much about space, but it's more about weight, because we have weight limiters from the air carriers. So I'm always thinking on how I can make my bag as light as possible to fill in with as many boards as I'd like to travel with. So I always try to keep it simple. But then when we go surfing to a cold water location, we have another thing we have to keep in mind. We have wetsuits to carry with us, sometimes booties, sometimes hoods. And we have to keep in mind that if the wetsuits are wet, it's going to put a lot of weight. So if I go out with a dry wetsuit, I have to keep in mind, I might surf on my last day of the trip and it might come back wet. So it will add a lot of weight. So all my wetsuits, all my towels, I will put on top of the top surfboard, because this way it won't damage anything. And if it does damage, it will be the top of my surfboard and not the bottom of any surfboard. Then I have these inside straps and I just strap everything tight to make sure nothing gets loose. So I just make sure everything is strapped and tight so that all my wetsuits and my towels, they don't get away from here. Because if they do, and they get around the surfboard or in between surfboards, it will damage the surfboards. So I always try to make it tight, right? Put all the straps, and then everything that it's not necessary to come on the board bag, because it's small items, like my fins, for example, they go on my bag that travels with me on the airplane or on my carry-on bag as well. Because this way this stays light. Everything that is volume comes here, everything that is small, like leashes and fins, they go on a separate bag, they won't damage this bag. If I do need to carry them over here for some reason, sometimes I don't have enough bags to go with everything, I will put my fins again on the cardboard, I will put the cardboard, tape around, and I just put them here. It's ready. After everything is covered, I just close it. Then I have these two straps, because this is a really big surfboard bag. It carries a lot of surfboards. When I'm with less surfboards like this, let's say I would travel with 3 surfboards, all I need to do is strap these ones over here, put them tight, and so that the bag gets on the size of the surfboard that I am carrying. and I I'm ready to go for the airport. Hope you have enjoyed the video, hope you have learned. I've learned all these little tips over the years the hard way by damaging a lot of surfboards while traveling. So hope you have enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment down below. We'll try to answer them, and see you next time.